Basketball's everything to me, and I didn't know anything else. So I made my first junior Australian team when I was 15, so I was already entrenched in basketball, and I just wanted to be the best player that I could. And I was lucky enough to play overseas, so there was always something exciting to look forward to, and I just had that passion in me. The 96 Olympics, where we won the bronze medal, so the first medal basketball had ever won at an Olympics, was incredible. Everything, it's the lead up to getting there, and then actually standing on the dais was amazing. And then in 2000, because I'd been dropped from the team 2 years previously, I had to fight so hard to get back on the team. So just to make that was an absolute highlight. The competition, so looking forward to it, to seeing players just being able to play and enjoy the game and just bring their best. I think it's going to be really exciting because even though the players know each other, a lot of them, they haven't played together. So it's going to be great to see how they play individually, but also play together as a team and how they put it all together. Yeah, it's an absolute honour to have the tournament named after me. I think the tournament is about the players, it's about the athletes and them just being able to do what they do best and enjoy the competition. And for me to play a small part in that, and if I can help them in any way be better, then that's just super exciting for me.
Good evening and welcome to the second game of the Shelley Gorman Invitational here at Sydney Uni Sports and Aquatic Centre between the Fever and New South Wales Under-20 Blue. My name is Lockie France and alongside me is Max Monk. And Max, should be a good game here this evening.
Oh, I am excited for some elite basketball tonight.
So we've got some absolute star power here. We've got the likes of Shyla Hill and Renee Garlep leading a Fever side that features Madison Delaney, Sarah Wacher, Madeline O'Hare, Lara McSpadden, Shakira Riley, Meg Jeffs, Faith Yelena, and Tristan Black, coached by Chloe Mullaney and assisted by Lauren Curtin. And for Under-20 Blue, some future stars here. We've got Isabel Morgan, Amelia Radovita, Georgia Jenner, Kim Hodge, who is a bit of a ringer, Kitty Henderson, Sarah Matthews, Kate Kingham, Holly Wills, and Jess Rolfe. They're coached by Rachel Higginson, and their assistant is Lauren King. There's some interesting matchups. I'm really interested to see how Izzy Morgan, with her defense, goes against someone like Shyla Hill.
Look, and by all accounts, Izzy Morgan is a full-court lockdown defender, so it'll be very exciting to see her against some of the best in New South Wales.
So, like every game this weekend, we're playing using the Elam ending, whereby the game clock will shut off at the first dead ball under 4 minutes in the final quarter. At that time, 7 points are added to the leading team's score to give the final score, the target score. So if it's 75-70 with 4 minutes to play, ball goes out of bounds, the target score will be 82 and the first team to reach the final score wins. And you get teams fouling to stop the clock, you get teams actually playing proper basketball throughout the contest. Yeah,
it's pure basketball, and it's pure adrenaline. It's so exciting this last 7 minutes of the game, however long it takes to get those points.
100%, and I mean a team's never out of the game. I mean, you could be down by 20, you couldn't get that back in 4 minutes.
No way.
But you could go on a big run and get the win in an Elam ending game. We are going to cut to a quick commercial. We're almost 3 minutes from the start of play here.
Oh, these new hoist recliners are pretty comfy, hey.
Yeah, I feel like I'm floating on a cloud.
I feel like I'm resting my feet on a panda's belly.
I feel like I am a panda's belly.
I feel like an alien swaddled in a blanket.
I feel like I'm being held by King Kong's leathery hand.
Well, I feel like the song More Than a Feeling was written about this feeling that I'm feeling right now.
Same.
Extra comfy recliners are the new normal at Hoyts. Book now.
So just over 90 seconds until tip-off. Coaches giving their final instructions to the teams. Just want to shout out to the 3 referees tonight, Helen Rosenberg, Chloe Erskine and Brad Mattioli. And, of course, we love our officials. You know, they give up their time to officiate games for us. And
yeah, look, and they're here to, just as much as the teams to improve on their craft and get better as referees. So we're really excited to have the support of Basketball New South Wales and their fantastic referees for the whole tournament.
100%. I mean, we might not like them when we're out on court, but we always love them.
I've always liked them.
You always like them.
So what do you think Rachel Higginson's talking about with this under-20 side right now, Lockie?
Well, I mean, they will have trained together a lot, but they won't have played together a lot. So I'm sure they've got some. They've come up with plays. They've come up with offensive and defensive ideas that they want to execute. I think she's probably just drilling into them to maintain their focus and stick to what they've practiced. Because at the end of the day, they're trying to prepare for an under-20s nationals tournament. Should it go ahead? Yeah,
of course. If I was in her place, I'd be just saying, calm down. Don't worry about the Australian players on the other team.
100%. You can't look at the end of the day, they're just 5 more basketball players that you've got to go up against.
Exactly right. They're just 5 very, very good basketball players.
You know.
Exactly right.
An Opal's Oceania champion, under 17 world champion. You know,
it'll be all right.
But we saw in the start of the earlier game, the under-20s white team against the Aces had some, the first and fourth quarters were reasonably close. It was just, that middle portion of the game where the Aces got away from them.
And look, in this game, it's all about momentum as well. So all they've got to do is stick with them through 3 quarters and then gun it in the fourth quarter, and it's anyone's game.
Exactly. You just, as long as you stick with them, you're in with a chance.
So before we have tip-off, talk to me about this ring-in for the 20s team.
So Kim Hodge, former Sydney Uni Flame, Sydney Uni Spark, Manly Warringah star. She is definitely not under 20 years of age. I think she's about 23, but she is wearing number 71. She's out there in the starting lineup, and she'll bring a lot of assistance in the front court for the under 20 side. Although Lara McSpadden just put paid to that on the opening possession of the game, as Izzy Morgan brings the ball up court, assisted by Hodge.
Starting some fantastic full court pressure to disrupt early in the game, and it's completely unexpected.
I mean, you want to throw some of these under 20 players early to catch them off guard. Hodge 3 is off, and Riley will charge up court. Finds Maddie O'Hare. And Renee Garlett can't hit the 3, but McSpadden will get the rebound. And that has gone over everyone.
Don't expect Renee Garlett to miss many of those tonight.
No, I have a feeling that Isabel Morgan, as a Norths teammate, will be closing her out as hard as possible.
Yeah, she never misses 2 in a row. Good shooter, Renee.
Definitely, and I mean that's why she was a WNBA draft pick. That's why she played for the Opals, and that's why she dropped 32 in a WNBL Grand Final as Hodge goes to the basket. And that's what we're talking about. As Hill finds Garlett. Shyla Hill. That has...
I think they've caught an out of bounds here because it's come off the support.
Yep. Just hitting that fabric. Can just hit the fabric support there.
Again, in this full court pressure from the Fever, it's exciting for the 20s to have to deal with this.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, whatever the Fever can throw at them, it will most likely be a lot better than what they face at under 20s national championships. As O'Hare just misses the reverse there. They're running things through Morgan a lot at this stage. And why not? She is a bona fide star of the Waratah League already.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Now defending Hale. Use the screen for... Morgan just trying to fight through. doesn't quite get it right.
It's been interesting to see the pace the Fever have been playing early in the game. Do you think it's something they're going to be able to continue through the whole 4 quarters?
I mean, a lot of these players are, they're all elite level athletes, and they'll all be already trying to keep fit and get ready for Waratah League pre-season or any other commitments they may have. So maybe not this extreme fast pace, but I wouldn't be surprised to see them run and gun it.
Absolutely.
For most of the game. Especially as McSpadden just gets the and one there. Grabbing the offensive rebound. She's got a significant size advantage there.
And look, I'm going to expect the Fever to be going to Lara the whole way through the game. It's an obvious size mismatch, and any good coach would be throwing in the post multiple times. 100%.
We saw that in the earlier game where Courtney West, they played a bit of 4-out basketball just to free up the paint for Courtney to do her work. And she was unstoppable at times against the under-20s white team, which probably had even less size than this under-20 blue team. That's a scintillating pass. But Riley's out there quick to defend, but a little too aggressive and just catches the hand there for the foul.
Let's have a look at what they're running from their sideline out of bounds. Who have we got checking in the game here, Lockie?
It's Maddie O'Hare coming out, and it's Tristan Black coming in. I mentioned her in my preview. She will do all the little things. She'll rebound, she'll defend, she'll go for those loose balls.
It's a coach's dream.
She is. And that's why she's been in the Waratah League for so long on successful teams. As the shot clock runs out there, great defense.
That is disciplined defense there from the Fever. It's something I expect all game.
Oh, Garlett with a great pass into McSpadden, but it's not quite there. It's Tristan Black bringing the full court pressure.
Shyla Hill, fantastic full court defender.
I mean, we all see how well she can move her feet on offense with the ball, but she is so good doing the same at the defensive end. But she used her speed there and a bit of trickery. Finds a way to the rack, and it's now a 7-2 advantage for the Fever.
How many points before we're going to trigger a timeout here, Lockie?
I don't think Coach Higginson would want to let it get out to double digits. I think if it goes to 9 or 10-2, we'll see an early timeout here.
If I was a wagering man, I'd call a timeout right about now.
Yes. Not quite. Maybe, I mean, as this is a preparation for the under-20s, maybe she's giving them some time to, figure it out. Let them learn on the fly, which isn't always the worst thing for a young team. But there's an experienced head in Sarah Matthews sitting on the bench ready to come in. It's Hodge. Gets the and one. That's better. That's very nice work along the baseline from Kim Hodge. Manly star earning a trip to the line. Attempting to cut to margin to 4 as Matthews comes in for Henderson. For Morgan, sorry.
And Sarah Matthews coming off the bench is a phenomenal player as a six-man or six-person. She just comes in and gives you automatic points. She's been fantastic for the 20s team last year and looks to have a great campaign again this year.
Oh, 100%. And she was so good for Central Coast in Waratah League, and before that with Penrith. In a Penrith side that otherwise struggled in 2019, she was the shining light for them.
Absolutely.
Sarah Waiter now on the court. Another former under-20s representative for New South Wales. As Black throws it up, and they will call that a shot, and she will head to the line. And of course, Matthews, Henderson and Morgan were the 3 star guards of the 2020, or 3 of the star guards of the under-20 side for New South Wales last year. And it looks like as though they'll
And did they finish with a medal last year, the
They
under-20s?
unfortunately finished 4th. They lost the bronze medal playoff to the same Victoria A side they'd beaten the day before.
That's never the way you wanted to go.
No. So they'll be definitely hungry for a medal in 2021. They just need the tournament to go ahead.
And look at the Fever, just keeping this pressure on all the way through the first quarter. This is going to be a hectic, hectic game for 20s.
Definitely. But Kitty Henderson...
Coach Higginson loved that one.
As she should. That was great work from the Manly star and Columbia University commit. It's the middle of the night in New York City, but if the coaches are watching, I'm sure they're cheering.
Oh, I'm sure they're watching.
Help. Hill finds McSpadden inside, over the top, can't quite get it done. And Kate Kingham, another member of that 2020 under-20s team. That's a lot of 20s.
It's a bit of a tongue twister, isn't it, Lockie?
It is. Henderson taking on Hill, trying to find Kingham. Instead finds Matthews, who can't quite get it to fall, and Black with the rebound, and Waiter will come away with it. Oh, Shyla Hill step back. Oh, you almost expect those to go down, don't you?
But can I say, that was some fantastic ball pressure defensively to force up a really tough shot that she can make.
She can make it, but you'd still prefer the shot on the move to the set shot.
100%.
So a timeout does come, with the score at 10-7 in favour of the Fever, with 2:23 to play in the first quarter. Don't forget, if you are watching, make sure you share the link to the YouTube stream on Facebook, on Twitter, all your social media accounts. I'm sure you've got family and friends who love to watch. You college coaches, Columbia, Davidson, I'm sure you've got plenty of fans out there who want to watch your incoming freshmen.
Oh, absolutely. And this 20s team just is a litany of stars for the future. Future WNBL players and future Waratah stars. I'm really, really excited. Can you tell me anything about any of the under-20s players that I don't already know?
Who would you like to know about, Max?
Well, as a Norths employee, I've already heard about the Norths players. So let's hear about Kate Kingham.
Kate Kingham. So Kate Kingham was a member. She's from Newcastle. She was a member of the 2020 under-20s team, came off the bench as a guard. I remember one game in particular, I might have been against Western Australia, she absolutely lit it up from outside. I mean, she caught fire. And that's just something she can do. And if she gets the opportunity here today, she could definitely do it again. And if she can shoot like that, this scoreline could turn around really quickly.
Absolutely, and when I was at shoot-around earlier today, she was someone who just did not miss 1-on-0, so I can't wait to see how she can put this into the game.
Yes, good work. It's Faith Jelena getting in there, fighting hard. And Shyla Hill, again pressuring.
Oh, that's a more disciplined defense.
There we go. And that will go back to New South Wales under-20s Blue. But the Fever playing this hectic brand of basketball, they're going to want to get the margin out. They don't want to have to play this hard all the way through.
Yeah, exactly right. But sometimes in these long tournaments, it's good to get an easy win early so that they can, in the finals they can conserve some energy.
That's right, yeah.
And so how many games are they playing each this weekend, Lockie?
So they will each play 2 games and then a semi-final and a final. So to win the tournament, you will have to play 4 games.
Over 3 days.
3 days. But if you play tonight, you might play 2 games tonight. So you might have a day off until the evening semi-finals and not play tomorrow morning.
Man, there's no such thing as loading.
Or you might play tomorrow morning instead of tonight and play all your games within 2 days. So,
Oh, fantastic. I mean, as you said before, they're all world-class athletes, and I'm sure they can play 25 games. So it's not too bad, I guess, for...
I mean, Shyla Heels fresh off the WNBL bubble. This would be a walk in the park for her.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
As here she goes.
Oh, and look at the box out. That's the grit you want to see from your under-20s New South Wales side.
And look at Tom Garlett there on the sideline clapping.
Oh, absolutely loves it. And he will coach this team at the 20s tournament, correct?
I haven't, I believe so, but I haven't heard if anything's changed with the delay in tournament from... as that shot just goes away. Although, given his reaction to that good play, it sounds like he might be.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And Rachel Higginson, of course, was an assistant coach on last year's under-20s team, and she's taking the reins here, getting some...
I believe she's been named again as the assistant this year, but having a chance to take the reins.
There is Kate Kingham, knocking down a three.
Oh, you called that one. Look, and the defense is on a string, 5 players in stance, everyone talking. That's what you want as a coach.
And they get the stop. Oh,
that is not what you want as a coach.
Jelena. Oh, Sarah Matthews with the reflexes. Jelena just trying to throw it off her for the out of bounds. Oh, good pass and the foul.
And we've got Kate Kingham going to line, correct?
Does look that way, yes. See if she can do it from slightly closer range.
Oh, look. Sometimes it's easier to shoot the ones under pressure from 3 than the ones with no pressure. Just take some deep, deep breaths.
Down it goes. And this is a chance to tie the game heading into the final, or could be the final possession of the opening quarter. Just goes away.
Breaths weren't deep enough.
Radovita almost picked off the rebound. And now Meg Jeffs from Manly will... Oh, Sarah Matthews did what she could, but that hand just getting in the wrong position.
5.6 in the quarter. This is going to be very interesting to see what the Fever comes out here with. Wonder if they have any special players for us.
Well, they've just subbed Shakira Riley into the game for Meg Jeffs.
We've got a child on the court.
It's 6 on 5. All right, she's gone. All right, she can't even fit under the screen. It's Riley. Madison Delaney can't quite get the last second shot to fall from probably NBA range. And with a quarter in the books, it's 12-11 in a remarkably close outing so far, given it was 7-2 at one point.
I'm absolutely astonished by the 20s run back. And like, basketball's absolutely a game of runs. So, I mean, this is anyone's game.
It really is. And, I mean, they've got the momentum at the moment, the under-20s Blue team. They had to come out of this, quarter time break strong, but at the moment they're looking really good. And we will go to a quick break now and rejoin you for the second quarter.
Oh, these new hoist recliners are pretty comfy, hey.
Yeah, I feel like I'm floating on a cloud.
I feel like I'm resting my feet on a panda's belly.
I feel like I am a panda's belly.
I feel like an alien swaddled in a blanket.
I feel like I'm being held by King Kong's leathery hand.
Well, I feel like the song More Than a Feeling was written about this feeling that I'm feeling right now.
Same.
Extra comfy recliners are the new normal at Hoyts. Book now.
And we are back for the second quarter of this Shelley Gorman Invitational game between the Fever and the Under-20 Blue team. It's 12-11 to the Fever after a quarter of play. And Max Monk, it's been up and back, and it's been great basketball so far.
It's been absolutely phenomenal. You know what's even cooler? I've just found out on my phone that we can do shout-outs. So if you are on the BNSW YouTube stream, make sure you hit us up for some shout-outs, and we'll let you know that we hear you.
Definitely. We love our fans. Sarah Matthews. Georgia Jana can't quite get it, but Radavita's there. And so is Sarah Matthews.
Oh, and look at the aggression.
Oh, Radavita. Strong, and eventually gets the foul.
Man, she earned those the hard way, Lockie.
What was that, 3 or 4 offensive boards she got in that play?
I mean, that's exactly what coach wants to see. But, I mean, from the other side, surely you'd be yelling, box out, box out. Come on, get that board.
100%. You on one side, you want the box out. On the other side, you probably hope she'd finish before she grabs it 3 times as well, though.
Yeah. But you can never fault the effort.
Oh, 100%. And that'll come with time, improving her touch around the basket. And it's not easy for a youngster to go up against someone like Lara McSpadden.
Absolutely. She's got inches and inches on her. Some might say feet.
Matthews. Tries to use the glass. Madison Delaney, Illawarra Youth League star, testing herself alongside some higher caliber of player.
I know she didn't finish that, but that footwork was fantastic. The jump stop, reverse pivot. It's like watching me play some D-grade basketball.
So with Shyla Hill sitting for the early part of this second quarter, Delaney is running the offense, and here goes Tristan Black. Use that body control.
The absolute root canal from Tristan Black. She just sealed her right under the hoop.
Absolutely, and as we speak, Shyla Hill and Renee Garlip talking. It's like Garlip's coming back into the game. Hill might be as well.
And so what do you think the WNBL veteran is saying to the WNBL current star?
I mean, what would you tell Shyla Hill nowadays? You know, I mean, they're probably discussing, you know, they're going to be running the offense together, so I wouldn't be surprised to see if they're going to run I would like to see them utilise Renee's three-point game and run a bit of pick and pop. That'd go all right. That
would be fantastic. And they were running a little bit of Horns flare action before to try and get Renee a couple of threes. I'd like to see them go back to that again.
Oh, Radavita and McSpadden. I don't think... Well, I mean, there's a bit of, you know, intra-association rivalry there at Newcastle.
Oh, absolutely.
So I don't think McSpadden wants to, you know, lose to the young charge.
Oh, and you don't get easy shots around Lara McSpadden's side at Brighton Stadium?
No. Remember, this was her home floor in the WNBL for several years.
And so it must feel just absolutely natural to her.
Oh, look at that. Maddie O'Hare and Shyla Hill. On it like seagulls on a chip.
You couldn't have said that any better. All right, and the 20s looking to put a little bit of extended pressure on Shyla Hill. I think it's going to drop back into a 2-3 zone here.
I mean, you should, if you've got someone like Izzy Morgan there, you can always use her as some pressure up court.
Yeah, I mean, she's a one-woman disruptor.
All right, the Fever again finding a way through. McSpadden finishes.
Look, this has been the tale of the game so far, as the Fever coming out in a fever, exploding. And then the 20s have to claw their way back. Let's see if the 20s can stay with it.
Holly Wills just trying to get to the basket, but ball coming off the side of the backboard and rolling under the screen for out of bounds, to go out of bounds.
Look, we've got our first shout-out. Will Liu, a young coach from North's basketball. Hello, Will.
G'day, Will. Nice to see you watching your fellow North's players. All right, here we go.
Horns flare.
Garlip gives up the shot to find McSpadden.
And as a coach, you love to see a player give it up a good shot for a great shot.
That's right. And that's what you get with the veteran presence of Renee Garlep.
Oh, 100%.
She'll see that every time. As Radovita.
And that's the toughness of McSpadden, is she just makes everything that would be easy in your Waratah game so much harder.
100%. I mean, Radovita's not facing this in youth league or in 18s, but it's a good experience. You know, she'll learn. And unsurprisingly, with the lead out to 9, and the under-20s yet to score a point in this quarter, timeout called.
And I would say that Rachel Higginson's just going to be telling them, calm down, let's just get to what we're good at. They've been getting really, really good shots, and some of them just haven't fallen. So I would say she's going to get back to the same shots and just pick up on the defensive end.
Yeah, I mean, there's not really been a lot wrong with what they've done. I mean, perhaps some of the decision-making when to take a shot hasn't been 100% perfect, but you don't need to pick the offense to pieces here in a timeout. You can a few little pointers and...
Oh, exactly right, exactly right. And I spoke to Rachel before the game, and this is her debut at this level, and she's very, very excited, and she's going to do an absolutely fantastic job. Really support her on this one.
Yeah, I mean, this can only help her in her coaching pathway as well. You know, she's been an assistant coach, and now she's head coaching, essentially the same level.
Absolutely. All right. Here we go, the Fever looking to put on that pressure again. 2 quarters of non-stop.
Henderson getting picked up by Hill. They'll drop out of it, and Garlick will pick up Izzy Morgan. Just noticing there, Shyla Hill picking up Holly Wills, who's a noted cutter from the wing. That could be a bit of a matchup thing there.
Yeah, absolutely, and she'll gut your defense if you're not watching when she's on the weak side, especially of a shot. She's a fantastic offensive rebounder, and as you said, a fantastic cutter. So it'll be interesting to see what flavour she can bring to the game here.
Henderson, finds Wills. Garlett picks up the rebound. We'll bring it up court. And they've got so many players comfortable bringing the ball up court here, the Fever, whether it's Shyla Hale, Renee Garlep, or Shakira Riley, as Garlep sleeves that one a little long.
And man, you could hear her disappointment in that clap from miles away.
100%. She's left a couple long, but that probably only means she's one closer to burying 3 or 4 in a row.
Exactly right. Shooters never take more than 2 or 3 shots to warm up, and Renee Garlep's ready to hit them.
Shyla fighting Shakira Riley, and that is money from the corner.
All right. As 20s just need to steady the ship.
Morgan taking on her veteran North's teammate. Can't get that one to go. You'd almost bank on Morgan to finish that.
Oh, that was the $1 million move.
And a nickel finish.
Unlucky. She'll make her next one.
Oh, good play. Hale finding her Townsville teammate. Oh. The ball movement there. And continues.
This is the curse of the commentator by us.
There we go. And finally McSpadden puts it away. Oh.
Not in Bryden's stadium.
I don't think Laura McSpadden is too happy about that call. I think she thought she had it clean.
And look, have you ever met someone blocking a shot that thinks they're fouled?
I can see Courtney West running up court, and I bet walking up the stairs, and I bet she'd say no as well.
Exactly right. But in the heat of the game, it always happens.
So, Georgia Jenner to the line. Knocks down the first for the first points in about 5.5 minutes of play for the under-20 blue side. Perfect trip to the line, and the margin's back to 12. Trial heel again. Going to make some room for herself. Instead finds Maddie O'Hare in the corner. Oh, that was a good find, but the pass not quite on target. And the energy from the under-20 blue bench, I can hear it loud as a drum through my earphones.
Just Shyla denying the wing, not letting Kitty Henderson get a touch of the ball.
Kim Hodge. Great defence there by her former Sydney Uni Flames teammate, Maddie O'Hare.
Yeah, and look, once you come to a jump stop in the key, you got to get rid of the ball as quickly as possible. Otherwise, you're in trouble with that 3 seconds.
That's right. And so Tristan Black back into the game for the Fever. Trying to find a player. There we go. And Shyla here will kill you coming off that handoff.
She just finds little slithers in the defence that just help her finish, and it's why she's at the level she is she can finish amongst the tall timber.
That's right.
Switched to a little bit of zone defence here, the Fever.
Ball goes Australian. Renee Garlett goes up, and Shakira Riley, hands in the back, big push, and it'll go the other way. Kingham and Radovita back into the game. Georgia Jenner coming out, and Morgan. Sarah Wacher, University of Sydney Basketball Club member on her home court.
And she'd be really comfortable on this court. They train here, they play here in this new starting UBL next year, so she'll be ready to go today.
That's right. She also played in the Battle of Broadway earlier in the year against UTS.
Absolutely, and that was a fantastic series.
It was. I commentated one of those games, and that was really good to watch. As another 3 goes down as we head into the final minute, and the Fever really starting to extend the lead.
I think the 20s are going to have a bit of work in this Elam ending, but you know, a 27-0 run can still happen.
That's right, and that can't happen if there was 4 minutes left. Oh, Sarah Matthews trying to go up, can't quite get there. And probably only 2 or 3 possessions left here. Will they go for a 2 for 1? Maybe not. They're trying to set something up here with Garlett. Oh, the tough fadeaway can't quite drop. And Radovita of all players ringing it up, but finds Kingham. Henderson will run one last play if she can shake off Shyla Heel or Sarah Wacher.
Or both of them. Oh my gosh.
Oh, Kim Hodge. And 1. That's the way to end the half.
Oh my, what an O-board. It's not an easy finisher as well, coming down with the ball after an offensive board with 3 players with an inch of height on you.
That's right, you go straight, and you pretty much got to go straight back up there.
Absolutely, fantastic finish. All right, we're getting a half-court heave here. Some Shelley Gorman magic.
Oh, hell. Here we go, and it's short.
Must have been a gust of wind.
That is half-time with the Fever leading New South Wales under-20s Blue 30-16. We will be back shortly before the second half to run through the first half action and join you for the second half.
These new hoist recliners are pretty comfy, hey.
Yeah, I feel like I'm floating on a cloud.
I feel like I'm resting my feet on a panda's belly.
I feel like I am a panda's belly.
I feel like an alien swaddled in a blanket.
I feel like I'm being held by King Kong's leathery hand.
Well, I feel like the song More Than a Feeling was written about this feeling that I'm feeling right now.
Same.
Extra comfy recliners are the new normal at Hoyts. Book now.
Welcome back to Sydney University Sports and Aquatic Centre for the Shelley Gorman Invitational game between the Fever and New South Wales Under-20 Blue for the second half. Max Monk, the Fever are up 30-16. What do New South Wales Under-20 Blue have to do to get back into this game?
Look, I was just actually talking with the Under-20s head coach, not Rachel Higginson, but Tom Garp, who'll be taking the team away to 20s. And he was saying that he's really happy with where they're at. He just really wants them to set harder screens and get on the boards a little bit more. But he's really happy with where they're at. They're just playing against a really strong team.
And that's fair enough. I mean, like all four of these other teams that aren't the Under-20s teams, they're all stacked with, elite level talent, and it is going to be quite the experience for these Under-20s teams. But if they stick to their fundamentals and do the right things, they can certainly make it hard for any of the teams. Yeah,
absolutely. And I think there's no other better way to get into form for a tournament than to play against really high-quality competition.
You're playing against better players than you will play at the Under-20s tournament.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I'm sure there are some stars, but not 1 through 10 on the squad.
Exactly. That's right.
So I think for the second quarter, I'm calling the 20s coming out really strong.
I hope that's what we see too. You can talk about, it's just the experience for them or whatever you want to say, but at the end of the day, they've still got pride about them. They still want to have a crack and do what they can. And they're also playing for spots, playing time at the actual tournament. Every one of them. Exactly.
So there's no possessions off. They're going to be playing full court defense. It's going to be high energy and some exciting basketball. I'm really excited for this, Lockie.
As am I. Looks like we've got Garlip, McSpadden, Riley, Heel and O'Hare for the Fever. Whilst for Under-20s Blue, it looks like Holly Wills, Kitty Henderson, Isabel Morgan, Amelia Radovita, and the ringer, Kim Hodge.
The Ringer. Man, that's a cool nickname.
Well...
What's your nickname?
Lockie.
Lockie. No L-Train.
Tom Garlip has called me L-Fresh on more than one occasion, but I'm not really a fan of it.
Man, if Tom Garlip's giving you a nickname, he's the king of nicknames.
No, I usually call Kim Hodge the Honey Badger.
Oh, yeah? Good defender?
Yeah, really aggressive on the ball, especially in one Siebel game. As Radovita does something similar, goes after it hard.
Here's that run I was talking about. It's 2-0, can't be stopped.
That's right.
Nice little screening action.
Riley just buries it. Morgan picked up by Garlip.
And Renee Garlip is an absolutely savvy defender. She might not have the speed that she once did, but man, she can really funnel someone to where they don't want to go.
And travel there from Holly Wills. I mean, you might lose a bit of speed over the years, but you do gain a lot of smarts.
Oh, and that experience is something that you really, really value in basketball.
And that's probably one of the reasons she was Youth League Coach of the Year in Waratah League.
Absolutely.
Is that she had such smarts from her playing days. As Riley goes again.
Tried to make something out of nothing there.
Can't get it to fall.
It's the famous post-Christmas slump. Every star has it.
Hodge defended by O'Hare as Holly Wills will take on Garlip. Radoveda. It was never really there for Kim Hodge once she turned away from the basket.
Am I allowed to say that not in Brighton Stadium anymore? Have I used that joke too many times?
Yeah, my idea. I think probably it's about at the limits by now.
Might use it one more time.
All right. Henderson. I think Radoveda had more room than she thought she did.
But it got her to the line, so at the end, a savvy play. Coach Rachel Higginson's telling him that they're going to be playing some kind of full court defense. I'm not sure what it's going to be, but exciting to see. It's interesting to see that when coaches mix up after the free throws, if they make it, they press, or if they miss, they're back in a zone and really try and mess up with the other team. Let's see what New South Wales is going to be doing here.
So Faith Jelena comes into the game for the Fever. Radoveda can't get the second one to fall, but that is a coach killer.
Surely we credit her for the assist, though.
The ball just about missing the support, which would have called it a dead ball, and Kim Hodge gets the rebound. And there we go.
Here we go. The waterfall is flowing.
It's taken till now, but Renee Garlip has hit a three, and that was not good news for New South Wales under-20s as Heel nearly rips the ball away from Henderson there. Now Morgan tries to reply in kind. But Jelena picks up the rebound, and Garlip comes up court, finds McSpadden with a bullet of a pass. McSpadden, just that mobility up court, gets her so many opportunities, especially at this level. Radoveda. Garlip almost pulls that up.
And that was a tough pass to make. The angle was not there, but it got through. Man, Radoveda is everywhere on the boards tonight. Absolutely really great job.
Ball goes to ground. It's a tie-up. Oh no, it will be a foul. It's Maddie O'Hare. Just getting ahead in the wrong spot.
And what would basketball be without some fantastic floor wipers?
100%. We saw Tom Garlip on the mop earlier today.
Well, he's doing everything around this tournament. Really I saw him clean out a bin the other day. I have heard he's one of the best facilities managers in the North Shore.
Really? Especially on the basketball scene.
Super versatile. Sometimes he's, making rep email lists, and sometimes he's just cleaning out a dunny.
There you go. Morgan.
I'm sure Tom would be cleaning at home too.
Kitty Henderson gets the rebound over Heel. Hodge setting the screen. Morgan.
Have the right idea.
That goes to hand, and Georgia Jenner has all the time in the world to shoot.
It was the right idea, just a bit too much butter on the popcorn, I think.
I think so. The margin not really blowing out too far. It's up to 17, which is only 3 more than it was at halftime.
A little bit of flex action here from the Fever. Love to see some fundamental basketball offense.
Tristan Black with the O board. That's her game. And Faith Jelena knocking down the mid-range.
And honestly, I think Tristan Black could be a big difference maker for the Fever over the whole tournament, because every team's got its stars, but who's going to do the hard grit work? And Tristan Black's that player.
She really is. She'll She'll box out when she needs to. She'll go get the hard offensive rebound when she needs to. And she knows when to do what.
Absolutely. And that's a veteran brain, right?
As two of the more tenacious players on the court, Kim Hodge and the aforementioned Tristan Black, tying up there.
New South Wales put a bit of more pressure up here.
They're not really pressuring too hard, though. They're dropping back very quickly.
And they're going back to this flex action again. If it's not broke, don't fix it.
Jelena finding space.
She wormed her way through that hole to get that foul. Fantastic job from Faith Jelena.
Yeah, I thought she might kick to the corner there for a second, but with the defense swarming all over her like that.
Ah, she saw the hoop.
Yeah, she
saw the
did.
hoop.
And it's certainly a lot easier to see a lane when you're sitting 20 rows up than it is when you've got 3 defenders around you.
Oh, absolutely. I am the best backcourt player in the world.
Jelena knocks it down, take the score to 41-20. Henderson. Oh, George Jenner again, and there it is. Knocks it down early in the shot clock.
Instant offense.
Oh, yeah. Maddie Delaney. Black earns her way to the line.
Tristan Black just doing the right thing again and again and again. It's going to be a big difference maker for the Fever.
She's done it for Hornsby. She's done it for Norths.
She's done it for the Fever.
She has. Can't knock that one down. Oh.
And you hate to see that.
Rare double miss. It's Kim Hodge up against Manly teammate Jelena.
A little bit of 5-out action from the under-20s.
Henderson gets it to Kingham after a scrap on the floor. Oh, Kingham going to the basket.
And an absolutely fantastic sub by Rachel Higginson to get some rebounding in there. I think they've really struggled to get on the boards today, missing their COE players.
Yes, that's some big outs for them, of course. You know, the centre of excellence. There's many reasons you could have for not wanting players to leave Canberra to come and play in New South Wales right now, basketball or otherwise related.
Yeah, and absolutely. And I'm sure with these COE players playing in the under-20s, it's going to be a completely different team because you're adding in some fantastic large players who are going to be able to get some rebounds for you.
That's exactly right. Stop there from the 20s. Kingham bringing the ball up, shooting. Just with the foot on the line there as well. It's not really what you want to say.
Yeah, long twos are never good in Coach Garlop's system.
No. Or any coaches, really.
That's true.
That's
fantastic putback. Was that from Shyla Heal?
I think it was, yes.
She's been doing everything for the Fever today. An excellent offensive player. And
Sarah Matthews hurling through. Meg Jess there just grabbing a bit.
Going to have some fantastic sideline action here from the under-20s.
Always interesting to see what sideline plays they run before a tournament, as these are the ones you can control the most, really.
And having this game broadcast, do you share your sideline and baseline out of bounds with the other state coaches, or do you hide some?
You run a bit here and there, but you wouldn't show your full playbook. Because you still got to, practice your plays in a game environment. But if you've got a sneaky one up your sleeve, I'd probably leave that for a
Leave that one for
behind-closed-door
tournaments.
scene. Yeah.
What a finish!
That is brilliant by Radoveda. It's margin holding at 17, although Shyla Hale makes her way to the basket and extends the lead to 19.
Look, we've got our second shout-out for tonight. Young Angus Burke, also a junior Norths player and a Norths coach. Hi, Angus.
G'day, Angus, former as New South Wales Under-20s barrier 3. I believe he was also a New South Wales Under-20s assistant coach.
He also cooks a mean steak.
Hale defended by Georgiana, and great defense, and that will be not quite an unsportsmanlike. Oh, no, not quite an unsportsmanlike, just a grab on the hand.
Got excited there, Lockie.
I did when
you like a good unsportsmanlike.
Well, when I saw King was about to, throw the ball down court to the open player, but there was a Fever player in hot pursuit, preventing any kind of clear path.
And I think we're in bonus 2 here.
We are. So Kingham will go to the line regardless.
And so the Fever have committed 13 fouls across 2 quarters. It's quite a lot for a team of this level. And yes, they've been disciplined and aggressive. Do you think the fouling might catch up with them at any point?
I mean, I think when if they're playing a team where it's a closer game, I think they might change things up a bit. I think when the lead blows out, you've got a bit more room to play with. You can
definitely some leniency.
Yeah. Oh, that's definitely a travel from Maddie O'Hare. Just shuffled the feet a bit before putting the ball on the floor.
And that's the one you always want to work on with your under-8s and under-10s. Catch it with a jump stop. One bounce past them. No little steps.
Kingham taking on Sarah Wacher. And a good block by Wacher. Kingham looking for an outlet, not really finding one. Jess Ralph.
Gosh, they made it tough to get in bounds.
They really did. Radoveda taking on Black. Good pass. That's great vision from Radoveda to find Morgan there.
And she's been really special today, Radoveda. She's been on the board, she's passing the ball, finishing quite well around the hoop. She's very impressed me a lot, and I'm sure she's moving her way up the ranks within her coach's eyes.
Oh, 100%. I mean, she's been good at 18s level. I've seen various scouting services on social media posting the odd highlight of her. You know, there's a lot of people out there that like her game.
And what junior club did she play with, Lockie?
I believe she's from Newcastle, is she?
Newcastle.
That's it.
Oh, nice. What a good drive.
That sounds correct. Feel free to correct me if I've completely stuffed that one.
Yeah, we'll probably have to get those in the comments.
Yeah. Black gets it. Mate. Delaney. Oh, crosses up Morgan. Can't get the finish. And Maddie Delaney's been one player I've really enjoyed watching at youth league level for a number of years. And I'm sure she'll be a big part of Illawarra. I believe Illawarra entering a Waratah team this year.
They're back.
Here we go, final second.
Half-court heave, get in there.
Never likely. So, with a quarter to play, it's 45-33 to the Fever. We will head to a quick break and come back for the final quarter.
Oh, these new hoist recliners are pretty comfy, hey.
Yeah, I feel like I'm floating on a cloud.
I feel like I'm resting my feet on a panda's belly.
I feel like I am a panda's belly.
I feel like an alien swaddled in a blanket.
I feel like I'm being held by King Kong's leathery hand.
Well, I feel like the song More Than a Feeling was written about this feeling that I'm feeling right now.
Same.
Extra comfy recliners are the new normal at Hoyts. Book now.
Welcome back for the final quarter of this Shelley Gorman Invitational game between the Fever and New South Wales Under-20 Blue. We are almost ready for the Elam ending, which will occur with 4 minutes to play in this term, and with a 12-point deficit at this stage, Max Monk. The 20s Blue just have to get a little bit closer, and then they'll have a chance with the Elam ending.
And so just for the folks at home, it will be 12 plus 7 will end the game if it's a 12-point deficit?
Yes, so whatever the leading team is on, which looks like it'll be the Fever at this stage, whatever they're on, their score plus 7 will end the game.
What an excellent way to end the game. It's going to really make it exciting. I'd love to see a close one at the end of this and maybe some heroics from the under-20s.
That's right. I mean, you're never out of it in an Elam ending game. Radavita on McSpadden. Oh, Battle of the Hunter continues. It's been a great battle all game, and McSpadden's won most rounds, but Radavita putting up an excellent fight.
That's professional touch.
That really is. That's a player with 5 seasons of WNBL experience. Oh, as Morgan sides her way through, dishes to Holly Wills. But Wills just loses the handle. And now Shyla Hill being guarded by Izzy Morgan. Skip pass for Garlip. McSpadden, can't finish. It was a great roll to the basket.
That's the coach killer. Made all the tough ones.
That's right. Just Ralph.
What a screen.
Holly Wills, Radavita on the block. And she loves those little passes inside there. She can make them work. It could be really something as the Fever, McSpadden trailing through.
The Elam ending is going to be quite tough. Well, we've got a bit of time here. I want to thank all our game day volunteers. We've got some floor wipers. We've got ticketing. They've done a great job upholding the COVID safe plan of Sydney Uni as well and helping this event go ahead.
100%. I mean, in this day and age, you can't do anything without keeping it COVID safe. And, you know, it's an added layer of challenges, but it's being run really well. And that's just got off before the shot clock, but can't corral the offensive board. Maddie O'Hare finds Shakira Riley.
Oh, good look.
McSpadden again, and this time she kicks. And Garlip buries it.
Bang, bang. She's back.
You're going to have to get much closer than that to Renee Garlip if you want to.
And Renee Garlip just has in the gym range.
Yeah. Kingham to Morgan. Great reply from Izzy Morgan.
And say anything about Izzy Morgan, she's a fantastic competitor. So when the game's on the line, Izzy Morgan's in.
That's right. But the under-20s Blue team just unable to get a stop at the moment. And if you can't get a stop, you can't bridge the gap. Morgan goes again.
It's a tough shot from Izzy, but
it really is.
Great confidence.
O'Hare now bombing away for 3, uses the glass, doesn't fall. Shakira Riley, another player with WNBL experience. As Heel just cuts, sighs her way through the defense for the basket.
And they're putting on some real pressure, trying to keep Izzy Morgan out of the game, denying her after every score. It's going to be tough for Izzy to get herself going.
It really will. I'm sure that's something that Coach Chloe Mullaney's made a point of, that Morgan's going to run this 20s team, and if they can shut her down, a lot's going to go the Fever's way. As we're nearing, this has been a really fast fourth quarter. We're almost nearly at the 4-minute mark, at which point the first dead ball will see the clock stop, and it's now out to 58-38 to the Fever. Kingham on the wing. Good defense by McSpadden.
And we're off to the races.
We are. Oh, Holly Wills. Big shirt front there on Maddie O'Hare.
She didn't take too long to get up from that. It made of rubber.
Yeah.
All right, so we are into our elimination ending now. Is that correct, Lockie?
That is correct. So with the score at 58-38, we will soon see the big whiteboard updated with the number 65 on it.
And so they could go on the under-20s could go on a 27-point run and steal this game.
We'd be here a while, but yes, they could.
I live for basketball. 27 points is nothing.
Maybe, but I can see the Storm team already there, ready, impatiently waiting for the next game, and I'm sure they'd like to get on the court.
That's true. I mean, can you ever have too much basketball?
No, I don't think you can. And that's why we're here this weekend. You know, shortened WNBL season, still a while until Waratah League commences. It's great to have this to tide us over.
Yeah, absolutely. And for the first Shelley Gorman, is it invitational or international?
Invitational.
Invitational. For the first Shelley Gorman Invitational, this has been fantastic and hopefully something that's done annually.
I think this is great. I mean, it's almost like an all-star weekend.
Yeah, a showcase of the best women talent in basketball in New South Wales and some players from outside New South Wales as well.
That's right. We got Alison Schwagmeyer's playing. She plays for the Flames now, but originally from the US and then based in Perth. It's great to have her sticking around in Sydney and adding her skills to this tournament.
And she's going to bring a lot for her team.
Oh, yeah. She was a star for the Flames as we return.
First team to 65. Here we go.
Fever with possession, looking to make it get 3 points closer to Shiloh Hill. And the ball will remain with the Fever.
And as the Fever, you really want to put your foot down here and not allow any momentum to go against you.
100%. You just want 3 quick baskets, get off the court.
Home time. Renee Garlop trying to bring her a little bit closer to home time.
Instead, it'll be the under-20s coming in through Jess Ralph and Kim Hodge. Georgia Jenner can't quite get it to here. And Shiloh Hill brings it down, runs up court, finds Faith Jelena. And they're 2 points closer. 60-38.
Oh, great outlet.
Great vision. Jess Ralph can't get it to fall. But Kim Hodge, the Honey Badger.
The Honey Badger.
She's there to finish.
Maybe that makes you the nickname kicking, Lockie.
That's the only one I've got, unfortunately.
Can you tell us a bit about the Honey Badger nickname?
It was actually right here. As Sarah Wacher finishes a Siebel game when she was a Flames development player playing for the Sydney Uni Sparks, and she just crashed the boards all night. And it was such a ruthless performance that I thought she looked like the Honey Badger.
It's a well-earned nickname then.
Hill, this is to win it, and it's off. But Hodge can't hold on to the ball.
And you got to finish on a 3, right?
You'd love to.
You got to finish on a 3. It's not. I mean, it should be like darts. If you go over, you're going back down.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, like the double. You need the double. As long as it's not on a free throw, then it's still fun.
Oh, of course. All right, I see a 3 coming up here. Renee Garlop in the corner. Game, set, match. Oh, Garlop.
I think they're looking for the 3.
I'm getting excited.
Instead, it's Kim Hodge, who also can't quite hit the 3. And that's a foul. And it'll stay at this end. No team remotely in foul danger. Yeah.
All right, a little bit of baseline action. See what Coach Higginson's got up her sleeves.
Finds Kingham. Henderson defended by Hale. Garlop disrupts the pass and knocks it into the New South Wales under-20s bench. And Lara McSpadden comes in for Sarah Wacher. So maybe they'll end the bombing away and just feed inside for these last couple of baskets with McSpadden back in.
Oh, look, you've got some missed 3s to play with. I'd just be getting them up.
Oh. McSpadden. Big block.
I won't say it this time.
Oh, Henderson.
Great move.
That is spectacular play. Matthews to Henderson.
Look, and 20s really want to have a dig at this, get it as close as they can, maybe just for bragging rights.
Well, points differential will matter if they do have a semi-final bid.
We're calling it.
Garlett drains it.
And it seems that the game's continuing, and I do see the board out here, and maybe there's been a mathematical error from our comp coordinator, Tom Garlett, but he has it as 69 finishing the game on court, which is more than 7, I believe.
I believe that is, unless there was a basket after 4 minutes and the clock was not stopped on time.
Look, and that's okay, everyone makes errors. Regardless, the game will end at some point.
I would hope so. I love commentary, I love basketball, but at some point we've got to have another game tonight.
Oh, I want to be in the stand all night with you, Lockie.
Thanks, Max.
All right, we've got our awesome floor wiper, Robbie Moore. And look at that haircut. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. He really knows how to wipe a court. Look, and they're really trying to get this moisture off the floor. Tell me what you know about moisture, Lockie.
What I know about moisture, I know that I used to play European handball, and in my first ever training session, someone spilt water on the court and I slipped on it.
Look, and that's exactly what the referee was trying to prevent, is anyone slipping over.
There we go. Spadden.
Oh, she wants it.
It's going to stay at this end.
And they really want this, the Fever. They're playing pretty hard out here.
They really are. Riley gets them 2 points closer, and they're now within a single basket. Kingham saves it, but can only feed it into the waiting arms of Renee Garlett. And Shyla Hill could finish this any way she wants.
Shyla Hill wants to call game, I think, here.
Can't quite. But will earn the tie-up, and it will be Fever possession.
Another chance to finish it here for the Fever.
Garlett to inbounds. Riley.
Great dive.
Oh. Pass perhaps a little bit early before McSpadden could get there. Good defense, Shyla Hill on Henderson.
I think the 20s are struggling to get shots up over the length of these pros.
Game!
Let's go home, Lockie.
Well, you might, but I'm sticking around for the 8 o'clock game. And the final score, 70-44, as the Fever cap a 26-point win over New South Wales under-20s Blue. Some great performances out there, but I don't think the under-20s team will be too disheartened by the result. They played really well in patches.
Absolutely not. They should be completely proud of their efforts, and I think they're going to go away to this 20s tournament ready and rearing, having played against some of New South Wales' best players.
100%. I've been Lockie France.
And this is Max Monk.
Thank you for watching, and we'll see you at 8 o'clock.